Yeah, it does sort of feel like we could be in a situation where, as the saying goes, the revolution eats its own. I want to turn to foreign policy a bit here, Mick, because Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, he's been at the White House this week with Iran dominating the agenda. Now, both leaders signaled that there's plenty of work to do still to reach some sort of deal with Tehran. On Truth Social, following the meeting, Trump said that if a deal cannot be reached with Tehran, we will just have to see what the outcome will be. Last time Iran decided that they were better off not making a deal, they were hit with midnight hammer. Netanyahu also finally committed to joining Trump's board of peace in Gaza. A lot to unpack from this, but we're still not seeing the big action that Trump seemed to have been foreshadowing on Iran. What's the holdup? Is it actually just maybe too complicated a mission to try and topple these leaders with airstrikes in Tehran?
Two things, and you and I may have talked about this last week. What would be the two things that would keep Trump from moving right now? Number one, that they aren't ready physically. They don't have the assets in the area. Now, they have been moving assets into the area. There's reporting here in the last 24 hours that there's a second aircraft carrier headed to that part of the world. But the other issue is this. I'm not sure the administration is convinced yet that a sort of a political decapitation, taking out the leadership of Iran, would make things better, or might it make it worse? In Venezuela, they knew what would happen. They'd take Maduro out and the vice president could take over and there'd be a government to run the country. It wouldn't descend into immediate chaos. I'm not sure they've satisfied themselves yet of what would happen in Iran if they take out the senior leadership. So it's those two things, that the assets, the military assets in theater, I think are going to be solved here in probably the next couple of days. But if you continue to see a delay by the Trump administration on military kinetic action, it's because I don't think they're convinced yet that it would make things that much better and could make things worse.
And is there a danger, Mick, just very quickly, that, all politics is local, that people who voted for Trump saying no more foreign wars would just say, oh, we did not vote to get involved in this sort of stuff in the Middle East?
No, I don't think that's part of the deal here. As long as there's not a prolonged engagement, the base may have reacted negatively in a very short term to Venezuela, but they're not penalizing the president because we don't have permanent boots on the ground. There's not an extensive engagement of soldiers on the ground there in Venezuela. And the same would be true in Iran. Yeah, you're right. You put troops on the ground in Iran, there could be a backlash, but sort of this tomahawk diplomacy, tactical strikes, I think would be politically very palatable here right now.
Mick Mulvaney, thanks so much for your time. Always fun to talk it all through.
Thanks, James.